Hello, I'm Robert Wohlfahrt, and today I want to write a script with you. I want to write a script with you, or even better, you can watch me writing a script and explaining what I'm doing and why I'm doing this. And for writing the script, I have chosen a task, a common task we need to do if we are the admin of a system. We need to monitor disk space. Yeah, and I want to write a script, a simple script that monitors the disk space of a system. Yeah, and I want to do this in steps. I want to start with the most simple script that could accomplish this task, and then later on I want to extend the script to give it a little bit more complete functionality. Yeah. So to explain what I mean, let me share my console. Let me share my console. In a few seconds, you should see my console. Voila, here it is. This is my console, and I want to start with a simple script, and I want to call the script, for instance, disk.sh. And if I call then this disk.sh script, I want to see a warning if one of my disks is filled up, completely filled up or nearly completely filled up. Yeah, then I want to see a warning. This is the really first version. Disk.sh should throw a warning if a disk is completely filled up. Then the second version of the script, for this version, I want to extend the script in this way that we do accept command line parameters. I want to accept the command line parameter, for instance, /home, to only monitor this specified disk. Yeah, I want to, if I call disk.sh this way, I want to monitor only the disk that is mounted to the home directory. This is the second step. And then the third step, I want to make the script a little bit more flexible. I want to call the script with a second parameter. The first parameter, again, the disk I want to monitor. And the second parameter is the threshold above which fill level of the disk I want to see a warning. Yeah, perhaps I don't want to see a warning if the disk is filled up to 95%. I want to see a warning if the disk is filled up to 75% or to more than 50%, for instance. Yeah, so these are the steps I want to implement in this demonstration. Yeah, so let's script this together before starting with the scripting. If you are a shell scripter, or if you are writing shell scripts, if you plan to write shell scripts, then you need a load of command line tools. You can combine to accomplish your tasks. And if you want to know more about such tools, yeah, you can simply use the shell scripters toolbox. I have written this little ebook. It's a completely free PDF, the shell scripters toolbox. A lot of command line tools I use within my shell scripts. You can use too. And simply go to shelltoolbox.com and get your free copy of the shell scripters toolbox. Yeah. Okay. So let's start scripting. Let's share again my console. And here we are. So this is my console, and let's start by examining the disks on this system. I'm here on a demo system, and let's examine the disks. df for disk 3-h gives me a table of all disks the system has mounted, and their fill level or the used disk space. Yeah, df stands for disk 3. And what we see here are a number of file systems we have. We have here a few or a number of pseudo file systems. But we are only interested for now in this real file systems. Yeah, we have the root file system, and we have a second real file system, the file system here shown by this line SRV web. And as you see, SRV web is filled up to 93%. And now I want to write a script that throws me a warning if this SRV web, for instance, is filled up to 93%. So let's think about first, how can we get the information that a disk is completely filled up? How do we get the information? How can we get this information? Yeah, simply, we have to look at the output of the df command. We have to look at the output of the df command, and we have this column use %. This use column shows how is the fill level, the disk usage of this partition. And if we want to know if a partition is completely filled up, we have to look if there is somewhere a 100% within the output. Yeah, and we can use this, or we can do this at the command line simply. The most simple way here with the grep command. Yeah, df-h, and we pipe the output of the df command, the complete output of the df command, to the grep command, and let the grep command search for 100%. So if the grep command sees 100%, 100 and the percent sign in one line, it will print out this line. If it doesn't see this line or this pattern, it won't print out anything. Yeah. So as you see, no partition is filled up to 100%. Okay, we already knew that, but let's try this out with 93%, 93%, and voila, we see 93% is the fill level of SRV web. Okay, so we want to see partitions filled up to 100% or nearly completely filled up. And we can do this by not only searching for 100% or for 93%, but for searching or by searching for 100% or 91% or 92% and so on. Yeah, and we can accomplish this with the grep command, because the grep command here as a search pattern accepts regular expressions. And if we call the grep command as the command egrep, for instance, then we can here even use extended regular expressions. Yeah, regular expressions, extended regular expressions are out of scope for this lesson, but we don't need much about don't need to know much about regular expressions for our first script. And we want to search for 100 or 93%. Yeah, this is an extended regular expression. This searches for 100 or 93 and then the percent sign. So let's see if this works. Yes, this works. And now we want to see if there is a partition filled up to 90-something%. Yeah, I could write simply 91% or 92 or 93 and so on, but I want to use the power of regular expressions, and therefore I use here the dot. The dot stands for any character. Yeah, I could write if I would like. Yeah, in this way we have a 9, and after that we have one character from the range from 0 to 9. But to make it much more simple here, let's search for 100 or a 9 and then any character and then a percent sign. Yeah, so let's try this out. Great, we see SRV web is filled up to 93%. So let's check if this egrep pattern also finds the 100%. Let's fill up the partition to 100%. I use the dd command for this. dd disk dump is a great tool for reading data from a source and writing data to a destination, and block-wise or byte-wise if you want to. We write block-wise and we read from the input file is dev0. This is a special device file. If you read from this file, we always get zeros. 1 0 after the other. Yeah, we get only zeros from dev0, and I write these zeros into the output file. The output file srv web and waste. Let's call this command waste. And if I call dd this way, oh, I need root permissions, so let's call it dd command with sudo. Now the dd command reads from dev0 and writes to srv web waste until either dev0 is empty, it won't be empty, yeah, or if srv web waste is the file system of this file is full. And here we see the warning or the error message, no space left on device. We can't write any more data to srv web waste. So we have written 1.3 gigabytes. And now let's see df-h. Voila, we have filled up srv web completely to 100%. And let's prove that our regular expression still works. Yeah. So great. We now also see srv web as filled up to 100%. Great. This is really the way it should work here. Yeah. We want to see if a partition is filled up to 91, 90, 92, 93%, and so on, or if it is completely filled up to 100%. Yeah. So I filled up the disk completely. Now let's remove the waste. srv web waste, and with 93% it still works. Okay, great. So now let's write a script with this information. Let's write a script with this information. And to write a script with this information, we need a way to find out if this command line, or if egrep has found something or not. Yeah? If egrep didn't find something, then we don't want to throw an error because there isn't a partition filled up completely. Yeah, we want to find out if egrep finds a line containing our pattern or not. And a great way for get this information is the return code of the egrep command. Every command, or nearly every command you use at the command line, gives a meaningful return code. You can always print out the return code of the last run command by calling echo $! Question mark. Yeah, the question mark, the built-in variable, the shell built-in variable question mark, always contains the return code of the last called command. And a return code of 0 means that the last called command has run with success. And in the context of the egrep command, success means egrep has found something, matching this pattern. So we have a filled up disk. If we are searching for another pattern, for instance, if you are searching for 75%, for instance, then egrep don't find anything, and the return code is not 0, is a value other than 0. Yeah, a return code is always a number from 0 to 255, and a return code of 0 means the last comment was run with success, and a return code other than 0 means we had a failure. Yeah. Okay, so we can use this information to simply build the logic into our script. So let's write a script. And let's choose the name this.sh, the really simple name. Yeah. Okay, let's start as always with a shebang line. We could write bin bash, or let's write a really portable script here. Let's write bin sh. Let's use the Bourne shell as the interpreter for our script. So, and this is the version 1 of our script, the most simple shell script for monitoring the disk. Yeah, version 1. So, the command we want to call is again df-h. It doesn't matter if with -h or without. Yeah, we don't need this command line. We only we don't need the output in the human readable format. We only need here for our script the return code. But for completeness, let's leave the -h parameter in the command line and then call egrep. Yeah, again, we don't use grep. Grep searches for regular expressions. Yeah, irregular expressions. And if we use an extended regular expression, as we did in our example, an extended regular expression, then we have to call the grep command with the -E command line option, or we simply use the egrep command. Yeah, df-h egrep, and then our extended regular expression. And this is our extended regular expression. We are searching for either a 100 or a 9 and any character, and after that the % sign. And we aren't interested in the output of the egrep command. We don't want to see the output of the egrep command, so we throw it away. We simply redirect the output to Dave null. Everything we write to Dave null will be forgotten by the system instantly. So we don't see this information, this line. We are interested in the return code of the command. We are only interested in the return code of the egrep command. And we use now an if statement, an if then else statement, to check if the return code of the egrep command was 0 or not. So we use the if command. The if command then calls a test command, a command to test our expression. And I use here the command test. The command is called test, and this test command can check if a variable, for instance, contains a value. Yeah, for instance, if $? Is equal to 0. So, and if this is the case, then I want to print out a disk is full. Yeah, and else I want to print out echo everything is fine. Okay, a disk is full, everything is fine. Okay, and let's close the if statement with the fi statement. Yeah, so this is a really, really easy way to check if the return code of a command is 0 or not, and then we can react in the way we want to. Yeah, if the return code is 0, then we know that egrep found something with this pattern or matching this pattern. Then we print out the disk is full, else we print out everything is fine. Yeah. So let's check this out. Yeah, this is the way it looks like. Disk.sh. Let's make it executable. Change mod +x disk.sh, and now let's call it /disk.sh. And voila, we get information a disk is full. Let's modify or let's extend the script a little bit for the first version. Let's extend the script a little bit for the first version here. Let's say we want to print out which disk is filled up. And for this, we can simply store the output of the egrep command. We don't throw it away, we store it. Let's store the output of the command. Let's store it in a variable within a variable output. And we can set a variable output with output equals to, and then a $, and within round brackets, the command. Yeah. If the shell sees this pattern, then the shell first executes the command line within the round brackets. And after executing this command line, the shell takes everything this command line has printed out to the standard output and substitutes this pattern with this output. So in this way, we set the variable to the output of the command. Yeah? And if the disk is full, we can simply print out the output of the df command, and else we print out everything is fine. And now let's be in line with all the other tools that get or that set a return code on success or not success to show the success or the non-success of the run. So we can simply do this here in this way. If we find a full disk, let's return a return code other than 0. This isn't a success. If everything is fine, then it is a success. And then let's simply leave the script with the exit 0 statement, yeah, by setting the 0 as the return value. So this is now the really simple script. Let's again show how it looks like. And now let's call it disk.sh. And we see a disk is full, and the output, yeah, where we see which is the filled up disk. And now let's see the return code. The return code is 1, okay, other than 0. So a disk is filled up. Now let's remove some files from the disk to show return code of 0. Yeah, I know that all the space is wasted within SRV web data. I have here a few big files to fill up the disk space. Let's remove the file with the number 5, for instance. df-h now shows SRV web is filled up to 86%. Yeah, and now my script prints out everything is fine, and the return code was set to 0. Great. Yeah, this is the first version of the script. The first version of the script, we simply use the df command together with the grep or with the egrep to search for a pattern, a regular expression that shows a filled up disk or a nearly filled up disk. And then we use the return code of the egrep command to determine if a disk is full or not. And then we print out if the disk is full, the disk is full. And we set a return code of other than 0 as we set a return code of 0. Yeah, this was version 1 of the script. the most simple version. In the next video, we will extend together this script, to accept command line parameters, to monitor only one specified disk, or in a second variant to specify the value, a threshold at which fill level we wanna throw a warning. So stay tuned for the second video.